You're following the Harvey Weinstein story, right, Jill? Just get about
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hollywood either turned a blind eye, accepted it, said okay, or he was too powerful. As a psychotherapist, give me your take on things where this powerful guy, all of a sudden, he hasn't had a hit in a couple of years.
Okay.
Now they're going public. Go.
Okay, there's a lot going on. I'm going to tell you just a quick story about my son and I. We're very close, and he called me. He's in medical school, and we had a really deep talk because he has this cadaver that's a little bit gross, and he was saying how he was holding the heart in his hand, and he was, holding the brain, and we talked about it, and he says it's just so interesting that people, how can they not believe in God because we're so complex except we're so simple? And then he said this brain that I was holding has thoughts in it. And so we talked about humans, and he was asking me a lot. He thinks I have all the answers now. He's not a teenager anymore. I'm smart again. And I made a comment to him, and I said, a lot of the reasons us people, and I say us people in correct English, do things is because we avoid pain at any cost. And that can be emotional pain, that can be physical pain. And that motivates us or keeps us someplace, keeps us stagnant to do things. And so let's go on with what's going on with this. We've got a man that's given pain to a lot of women. And if they talk about that pain, that just reinforces that they were having that pain. So a lot of people will avoid talking about that, no matter if you're a millionaire, no matter if you're poor, what ethnicity, it's what people do. Now, women in our society, and I really, and it's not just our society, because I think that women in America are treated the best anywhere.
Sure.
Okay. Because, and this, I really truly believe, I love having the equal rights and all this stuff. Men are physically stronger. Their voice is deeper. And because of all this, they are going to be able to do what Freud said, and his quote is, anatomy is destiny. So men will continue to take advantage of women. The morals or mores will, and hopefully God, a higher power and values, all these things will help to make that not happen so much. But then you have people that are narcissists and a little bit grandiose, such as this man. I can't diagnose him, but that's how he was. So the reason the movie stars probably are talking now, it has nothing to do with Democrats or Republican. It's that, more people are talking. It's like getting on the dance floor. One person gets, okay. So I'm just.
But let me ask you, Jill Payne, though, when you have very powerful, is our in-house psychotherapist, very powerful people in Hollywood, like Angelina Jolie, who was, I guess, a victim of this, Gwyneth Paltrow, her godfather's Steven Spielberg, for crying out loud.
Right.
They all kept it quiet. This horrible, disgusting, filthy, dirty, godless behavior. They all kept it quiet. And yet they have the audacity to tell us how to vote, how to live, which amendment to the Bill of Rights we should embrace or turn our back on.
Interesting.
Right? And it's like none of y'all stood up to this pig. And by the way, y'all supported Bill Clinton. Same pig, same behavior. Interchangeable.
I'm hearing your point, and that is hypocritical. I will bring I don't like to bring religion so much, but the priests are known to abuse their power, not a lot.
Right, yeah.
But we have found that they have, and these young boys don't even say anything because of a power figure. So it's just really interesting. We compartmentalize. So and we become hypocrites.
Well, what should somebody do? And this is male, female. There was homosexuality and those parties out there that what's their names? Those kids talked about how they were abused. I got 40 seconds. What should someone do had they been a victim of a Harvey Weinstein thing, male or female? Straight, not straight. Who do you talk to first? What do you run to first?
You usually run to someone that you feel safe with. So it could be a family member or a friend to talk with. And I highly recommend that they do that. I highly recommend that they see a therapist, and a therapist would guide them to go in a direction that's going to help them. And if someone's not ready to admit to the world, even a psychotherapist would not make them do that. So like I said, we avoid pain, and some people are pencils and some people are pens. I think I've talked about that before. So it depends. Then you have these courageous people, and I'm going to mention Trump. Trump's pretty courageous because people step on him, and he does the opposite of what most people do. It invigorates him and motivates him.
Right. Good stuff.
Where a lot of people, pardon?
No, good stuff. You can't stress it enough that I'm disappointed in these people, these powerful people with their $20 million movie checks, and they sit there and have the audacity to tell us how to do things, but they didn't stop this criminal, this alleged criminal. Bottom line is talk to somebody you trust. That's the best thing. Somebody you can really trust and confide in.
Somebody you really trust.
Excellent.
And hopefully gives you good advice.
Amen to that. Our good friend, in-house psychotherapist, member of the American Psychotherapy Association, Jill Payne. You know how I know that? Because it's behind your head there. That's how I can read it. The sign, American Psychotherapy Association. You're the best. Thank you for stopping by. And by the way, Jill was on Newsmax. You were national last week, right?
2 weeks in a row.
And I saw that. She sent me the clip. So we're very proud of you in expanding your media empire. And she's writing a new book. She's a good friend of our program. Stops by on Wednesday. The only show with an in-house psychotherapist. Thank you, Jill.
Thanks, Sam.
You're the best. Back in a second. AM 1070, The Answer.